Take a look at that. That's the top of the mountain.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
The skywalk is something else. I've never done it, but it'd be a first time for it, and it'd be so much fun.
You know what? That's what this whole trip is about, isn't
Yeah,
it?
just the first timer thing, it's just gonna be awesome. Wouldn't you say?
Look at those red boots.
Uh-huh. I've been holding myself back.
Well, you know, listen, we're having a birthday and we're having Christmas. If you guys, you know, if you see something you like,
Well,
tell your
yeah,
big
I'm still
sissy.
looking.
Oh, will these make it home?
Oh, shit.
How's your day going?
Good, thank you. Very good. Yeah, great. It's so beautiful here.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I'm from Southern California. Well, I was born here, but oh, Canadian Winnie is so pretty.
So where's Betty?
She went to the photo shop. All the forts in the areas, whenever they built
Yeah.
them, they built them like that for the
But
soldiers.
you realize
so that
they built it to keep us out,
Hey,
baby.
just Rosalie, come here for just a sec. I just want to go over something, and I hate to be repetitive, but okay. So we're gonna meet this elder, and I don't know if he might see us as Native people and imagine that we know what we're doing in terms of Aboriginal tradition and stuff. And so if we give him some tobacco, that's a sign
Do
of
we
respect.
each give him one?
No, if you
just
like, if
one?
you've got one, and if you give it on our behalf, that should. I think
Okay.
that should be adequate. Those are gorgeous. How much are they?
I don't know.
$2.65.
Oh, sorry, Mucklucks, you're gonna have to stay here.
Ben, did your parents have other foster children?
At the time we did. But they all were, as soon as we got them, they were around for like 2 months. And
So
then
those were temporary
They just took off right away.
placements, temporary placements.
Yeah. It was-
And so you were a foster child with them until you were 14, and then the adoption happened?
Actually, it was 12.
12.
Yes.
Okay.
12.
All right.
Okay, now how
There's
old?
me.
Oh,
You
sweet.
still have the dimpled knuckles.
Yeah.
You were little.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I've got to see
This is
what
my
that was.
farmhouse, and we had like the red and white farmhouse,
Oh, yeah.
right?
yeah,
And that's
yeah.
the front lawn. I'm probably about 12. This is about 14.
You see, and this is how you looked when I met you.
You're gonna see in the very next page.
Okay.
There's our first meeting.
Oh, no way!
Yeah. See. Yeah. I literally was a mini me. I came up to Betty Ann's elbow. Do you remember that?
Oh my God.
Sweet.
I love the way they're the old black and white pictures with those little corners. I remember we had albums like
It
that.
says 3 weeks, 6 weeks here.
Yeah, but these are some other children that my mom, she had
Foster kids too.
like 11 or 12
Oh, wow.
before she got me.
Oh, boy.
And
okay.
I was, I don't know, 13 or 14, something like that. I was the only one she got to adopt, but all of us were very sick.
Oh, and there's
mean-
where the pictures turn into color, same
Yeah.
as with your album.
Percy
Yeah,
Raymond,
yeah.
Ballantyne. Okay, wait a minute.
Aw, so she
I-
kept an
I-
album with the foster children she kept.
Yeah.
Aw, so nice.
They took so many pictures. And I'm guessing this is me, July 62, when I was about a year old.
This would have been in California already.
No, that was just still in Prince Albert. We didn't go to California till 64, till March of 64.
I was 15 miles away.
So these,
That is so sad.
it's,
That is. Well, I think a
but
lot of the foster parents, like in my file, it states that when you were a foster parent, you were only allowed to keep, especially an infant, for 3 months. That was it. And then they would move you.
It says that in your
It says
file?
that right in my file. You were only allowed to keep a foster child for 3 months to save you from getting attached. And then they would move you, right?
Oh, are you
No,
Are
I'm
you
not.
kidding?
It says,
You know what?
but I mean,
Who would come up with a policy like that, and to whose benefit? Like,
CPS or whatever you call it.
but I mean, the thing of it was, so, and they were basically, I'm thinking they were not halfway houses, but they wanted to adopt out these children, right?
so who the heck is making up decisions to take children from their mothers for some kind of protection, allegedly, and then bouncing a newborn baby around like that?
Yeah.
Like, and you're supposed to be bonding?
I don't think bonding was a priority.
Back
It
in
was-
them days, it mustn't have been.
It
It was
obviously
that-
wasn't.
Obviously
There
it
wasn't such a thing as bonding back then. I mean, not.
Yeah, but
Did they-
look
I
at
mean, there was, but they didn't
all the
recognize
reserves.
it back
Like
then.
back in the 1800s, they had bonding.
Well,
Yeah, but-
of course. The thing is, the policy doesn't seem to have really been about the welfare of the child, if you ask me. Like, that hurts my heart to think that my baby sister was bouncing around from home to home when you were such a sick little thing. And thank God you got to Irene and Michelle.
That, like, and that's the thing, like, I had a phenomenal childhood and I had a
Yeah.
phenomenal life,
Yeah,
right? Like,
yeah.
so out of all the horrible things that could have happened to me, I was one of the lucky ones, like, seriously, right? Like, because I was never made to feel like I was different, right? I was one of the family.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Well, let's get back to.
yeah, sorry, Esther, we digress.
But
you were very sick, you said.
were.
And your foster mom had taken care of lots of sick little babies, and she
nursed them
took
back to
care of you
health,
and nursed you
and-
back
yeah.
to health.
With this, you can't just sort of just, hey, how you doing? You know, it's been great seeing you again. It's like, it's been, what, 2 years or something like that? You can't do that with this. Something like this, you missed it. And so it's sad. And you have to, how do you say, relive all them hurts. Excuse me.
The pages I had sent her, and so I sent her some photos of Fond du Lac from the plane. So this is from 1986, and the community has changed a lot. But I knew that that would interest her. And here is our grandfather, Ben.
I got to speak to him once on the phone.
No.
Did you?
Yes, I did. I
Okay,
did.
Tell me about that. When was that?
Tell us all about it.
It was, do you remember when you first found the family?
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, oh my God, I've got an uncle with 4 children, an aunt with 9. Like, oh my word, I've got this huge extended family. And I'm not sure if I had phoned up there or they had phoned me. The details escape me. But I actually got to speak to Grandpa before he passed.
Oh man, I tell you this stuff. So this is a letter from Ted. This is just after I found our family, you know. Ted wrote me a letter. And I'm just going to read you like just the first couple sentences. So August 4th, 1984. Dear cousin, hi, how are you? Finally the dream with a capital D, has come true. After all these years, we will be around each other as one big family. I hope you'd understand that we all felt bad, just like you do. But finally, this thing is over. I phoned home on Friday and I was given your address. That's why I'm writing you this letter. And then, he goes on, but it was like there were people out there saying, it's the same as the letter I sent you. We're out here, we're waiting for you, and we're thinking about you, and we never forgot you. And our family is just so awesome. Like our cousins, they just always welcomed us with open arms and treated us like.
Yeah.
And here's a letter to me from our grandfather after I visited him, and it's basically him giving me shit for not sending something that I was supposed to send off. Maybe it was some kind of paper. Grandpa wants to know when you're sending the blah blah.
Sure, we
So how
didn't
did
have a
they-
language
so
of
how-
our own to speak. We had to speak white.
This
Like
is
we
true.
learned white. Did we get to speak any native? No. We didn't know
We were
any
taken
native.
away.
And that's, that's sort of, sad because I'd see native growing up and they'd talk to me normal, like, you and I now.
English.
And they'd sit there and say, yeah, English, sorry. They'd speak English, right? But then they say, where are you from? I'm from Edmonton. What reserve are you from? Fond du Lac up in north. Oh, okay, I'm Blackfoot. I'm, Crow. I'm whatever, And they say, can you speak any of your language? I'm going, I don't know a single word. All I know is white. And they go, that is so sad.
I don't know what was going on with it, but when they took me, I remember the day. I remember the day. And an RCMP officer came with the social worker. And they took me from her, and she was crying. And I remember I was wearing a dress that day, and I was 3 years old. And I remember that they put me in the front seat of the police car because it was a police car they had. I think it was a police car. And anyway, it was a car, and it was a hot, sunny summer day. It was June, and the seat was hot, and it burnt. You know how when you're wearing shorts and you're on a hot seat, and I remember that it would burn my legs, and the social worker took me and held me on her lap. And then I remember that I was in an airplane looking down. I knew I was in an airplane. And then I ended up on this farm.
Did she ever talk about us? I know maybe she discussed with you too, maybe about it, but she talked about us too, ever?
Yeah. Well, I talked to her about things. I have a book. And I didn't know if I should bring out one thing.
So I was thinking maybe right here, so I need that whole light. I got a whole thing right there.
It's up to you. You're in charge of the matter.
I understand that.
I'm delegating. I'm out.
I'm just saying, like I need tape or something.
You get to make a decision.